Hi, and welcome to another Witchdoctors how-to video. Today we're going to show you how to change the mufflers on a cross-country or crossroads. We offer two different mufflers, one with baffles and one without. It sounds basically the deep muscle car sound. So there's a lot of reviews on the forums and on YouTube with sound and different things like that with the mufflers, so you can check them out there. We're just going to show you how easy these are to do. So the first thing you do is, like we have there, you want to take the saddlebags off. Take the saddlebags off both sides. And then right underneath here, try to show you here, right here is a bolt that holds the clamp on. That's the clamp that holds the muffler onto the other pipe. So you want to loosen that nut. You don't have to take it all the way off, just get it loose. I've already loosened it for you. So you want to take that off, and then right next to it is a hose clamp. You want to loosen that hose clamp up right here. You want to loosen that up. That's what holds this front shield, the front shield onto the muffler. So basically take those two things off, the first step. The next thing you want to do is, if you look in the back here, two bolts right there. They are 14mm bolts, so you want to loosen those two bolts up. That will let the muffler come loose from the bracket. So let me show you how easy this is. Okay, so like I said, the front clamps I've already loosened up. It's a 15mm on the clamp. These are 13mm. I'm sorry, I think I said 14. These are 13mm. Just take these loose. Nothing will fall out. Take those loose. Now you can see the muffler's loose. So one thing you want to do is kind of wobble it around a little bit, because the front is flange. So if you spread it out a little bit, it'll help you. If you wobble it around a little bit, it'll help you spread it out, and it'll come off a little bit easier. Now, you shouldn't have to beat it or use a hammer or anything. Just keep wobbling. There you go. Pop right off. It's that easy. Now, the one thing we're going to do with these is, if you look in the back, you got the three bolts right here. That's what holds your tip on. 10mm bolts, so you just take those bolts out, the tip will come off. These straps here, you got three straps, one there, one in the middle, and one in the other end. You want to just take a whizzer wheel or a chisel or something and cut those off. And we do have another video on how to do that. So you can see how to do it. I'll show you again here how to do it, but taking them off is that easy. Okay, as you can see, I got the tip off already. So what you're going to want to do, like I said, cut these straps. I have a little muffler cutter tool, a little whizzer wheel, Dremel, whatever you want to use. Just cut that off. Straps come right off. Do all three. And then these clamps you can just throw away. Not going to use them. You're going to reuse your heat shields. Those are going to go on the new muffler. So I'll get a new muffler and show you how to do it. You want to put them through on this side. Take the clamp and fish it through that way. They'll fit, they'll work each way, but I'll show you later why you want to do that. You want to have this bolt, the part of the clamp, you want to have that facing to the left. So just put the clamp through that way and do all three. Because what it does, it makes tightening the clamp so much easier. So put them through that way. Next thing you're going to want to do is just slide it on the muffler. You're going to have to open up the clamps, put the shields around it. And you don't want to tighten these up too much. Just get them enough that that they're not falling off. I use a screwdriver. You can also use a socket on these. So I just get one Just enough, you know, that it's not flopping around anymore. Just kind of slide it where you think it's got to go. There's plenty of, you can do plenty of adjustment later. Okay, so once you just kind of get that on there, you're going to want to slide the tip of the muffler. We expand this for you so it's real easy, but you're going to want to slide the muffler back onto the bike. So you just want to slide it back on. I'll try to show you here. Get you a little bit closer. But you just, since you haven't taken anything off, you just want to slide it back on. So look down in there. Get it lined up. Just twist it. Do the same thing like you were when you took it off. Just kind of twist it. And put it on. It's that easy. So then what we do is we put these two bolts back in. Just put them in finger tight, just so it lines it up. You don't want to really tighten anything up until you have everything put on, because if you tighten it up, chances are something's not lined up and you have to redo it. So we kind of do that. You put your stock tip back on. And it's easier to do this now so that when you line up your heat shields, everything lines up. And again, don't tighten anything up. Just put the bolts in. We do have another video on how to install our exhaust tips too, but it's really pretty easy. One goes in the bottom. Okay, so I'll move the camera and I'll try to show you underneath. What I want to show you with these clamps is you only have them kind of finger tight on there so the shield can move. Up here, the shield has a little recess. You want to just kind of line that up so it fits flush there, and you kind of have to balance it in the back so that the back lines up. Now's a good time when you might want to tighten up these bolts on the tip, because that will align everything in the back much easier. So if you get those tips, you can see that crack right there. What we're looking at is this crack. See how that moves in when you get that tight? The other reason that we put those hose clamps in the way I told you, to loop them through the one way. Now, if you look underneath, the screws are right there. Try to show you. The screws right here to get to. It's real easy. So you just want to tighten one of them up. Get everything kind of lined up where you want. Make sure this front seam is lined up pretty good. Yeah, you're going to have to tighten the rest of it up, so you don't want to completely tighten everything up, but just get it kind of in the right spot. So once you get it in the right spot, you just kind of tighten that clamp. If you did it the other way, the clamp would be up on top here. It would be on the back side, and you wouldn't be able to get the screwdriver on it real easy. So again, up here, try to show you this. We're going to slide the clamp, the stock muffler clamp. This is what holds the pipe on. I'm going to slide that back over the Witchdoctor muffler, and then you're just going to tighten that nut up. This hose clamp, it's kind of a goofy clamp. It's a little bit different. You have to almost try to do it one-handed here. You almost have to slide it through. The screw pivots, and I'll tell you, it could be a real pain, but you want to slide it through first. It's real hard to do one hand. Two hands, this is obviously much easier. But you get that where it is, and again, with the screw, you want to try to keep this screw facing down. so that you can tighten it up. So you're just going to tighten that up. That'll get the front shield on. And tighten this clamp up. Then you're almost done. I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so we got all the clamps under here tightened. Hose clamps tight. Move back here, the tips, the exhaust tip, all those bolts are tight. So all you got is your hose clamps left. You got them kind of semi-adjusted, so you're all set there. So what you want to do is there's a gap here, right here between the rear shield and the front shield, and between the tip and the shield. I have never seen one of these line up exactly perfect. So what I kind of do is I just kind of move it, since you have only one clamp really tight. I kind of split the difference of the two. And then once you get it where you want it, you want to kind of rotate the shield up, up in line with the brackets here. You just want to kind of get it, so it looks good. And then you want to tighten all three clamps up. Just tighten them all the way up. And again, since we got them the right way, all you do is reach underneath and tighten them up. Okay, I got all the clamps tight. And the last thing we need to do is take these rubber cushioning blocks off of the stock muffler. They're real easy. You just slide them, kind of lift them up. Again, it's kind of hard to do one-handed, but lift them up and just slide them right out. You don't need any tools or nothing, just slide them out. And now they're just going to go right up on our muffler. Slide it in. Slide it in. Make sure they're on there, that you didn't miss. And that's it. All you're going to do is put the saddlebag back on, and you'll be all set to go. Everything's tight, everything's good, double check everything, and you'll be all set. To do the other muffler, you do exactly the same thing, just on the other side. So, we'll get that one done, and we'll fire it up and let you hear what it sounds like.